Hello children, welcome to Math Part. Our today's topic is compound interest, exponential growth and decay. So this video is helpful for Cambridge IGCSE and GCSE and also with CBSE. So we have a calculator based questions here. So after going through this video, if you like it, please share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. So we start with the concept. Though we know what is the formula for compound interest, let's again quickly recap it. We have many other videos based on compound interest for even ICSE and IGCSE. So if dollar $P is invested at the rate of R% per year compound interest, then the value of the investment, that is the amount that we get after n years, is given by P times 1 plus R over 100 raised to n, where P is the initial investment and R is the rate of interest per year and n is the number of years that we have already seen. So we start with the first question. Alan invests $500 at a rate of 1.8% per year compound interest. Calculate the amount Alan has after 12 years. Give your answers in dollars, correct to nearest cent. So we put the formula. The value of investment is P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power n, where P, that is initial investment, is $500. Rate of interest is 1.8. So 100 plus 1.8 is 101.8 upon 100, which we get 1.18 to the power 12. So let's use our calculator and find the answer for this. So we have 500 times 1.18 raised to 12, and we get the answer as 3643.79. So this is how the amount that Alan gets after 12 years is $3,643.80. Correct to nearest cents. Got it? Moving to the next question. Annie invests $800 for 7 years at the rate of R% per year compound interest. At the end of 7 years, she has a total amount of $1,243.19, correct to the nearest cent. Find the value of R. So here we are asked to find the rate of interest. We use the same formula again. So, and then putting the values in that. So we have value of investment is P times 1 plus R over 100 raised to N, where the value of investment is given to you as $1,243.19. 800 is the initial investment. 1 plus R over 100 raised to 7. Let's divide both sides by 800. So 124.3.19 dividing by 800, we get 1.5539. 800 divided by 100, 800, this got rid of. Now let us take the seventh root of both sides. Okay, this is 1 plus R over 100 raised to 7. So let's take seventh root of both sides. Let's use our calculator now. So we find the seventh root of 1.559 and we have to find the seventh root of this, which we get it as 1.0654. 1.0654. We got 1.0654. So rounding up to 3 decimal places, we get 1.065 is equal to 1 plus R over 100. Let us subtract 1 from both sides. So we get 0.065 is equal to R times 100. Multiplying by 100 to both sides, we get R is equal to 6.5% per year. Got it? Let's start with the next question. Farhat and Mustafa both invest $5,000. Farhat invests 5,000 in the bank that pays X% per year simple interest. Mustafa invests his $5,000 at a rate of 3% per year compound interest. After 10 years, their investments are worth the same amount after 10 years. Calculate the value of X. So for Farhat, how do I get the value of investment? The initial investment, as we know that amount is equal to principal plus interest. So initial investment plus interest. Here we are using the simple interest formula PRT over 100. So principal is 5,000. Rate of interest is X that we have to find out times 10 upon 100. And for Mustafa, it is compound interest. So we use the compound interest formula P times 1 plus R over 100 raised to 10. And we know we are given that after 10 years their investments are same. So we get this equation 5,000 plus 5,000 times X over 100 times 10 equals 5,000 times 1 plus 3 over 100 raised to 10. Okay, so let's solve this. So let's divide both the sides by 1,000. Dividing both the sides, say each term we are dividing by 5,000. So dividing by 5,000, that is how we got this as 1. This 5,000 over 5,001. This is x. This 10 got cancelled, and this is x upon 10, which is 0.1x equals 1.100 plus 3 is 103 over 100, which is 1.03 raised to 10. Letting 1.03 raised to 10 in your calculator, you get this as 1.3439. 1.34 got this as 1.3439. And now let us subtract 1 from both sides. So this 1 will get rid of, and we have 1 minus 1.3439 minus 1 is 0.3439. Now let us multiply by 10 to the both sides. We get x equals 3.44 to 3 significant figures. Okay, so this is how the rate of interest, see, even if the simple interest, the rate was higher, okay, yet the amount after 10 years is the same. So compound interest, the money grows fast. That is how the money, the bank provides always for to us the compound interest. Okay, let's understand what is exponential growth and decay. When the growth rate of an exponential function is positive, R is positive, it is called exponential growth. Some possible examples of when it is increasing, we talk of a growth. When it is decreasing, we talk of a decay. Some possible exponential growth are the value of an investment, the questions that we have solved in the previous part now, the population growth, and the growth of the bacteria. When the growth rate of an exponential function is negative, it is called exponential decay. So here R goes negative. Some possible examples of exponential decay are the population decrease, the value of a car, radioactive decay, and the temperature cooling. Let's take some questions based on this. The formula that is used for solving the exponential growth and decay problem is again final value is equal to x0, which is initial value times 1 plus r over 100 raised to n, where x0 is the initial value, r is the rate of growth, and n is the time interval. So for exponential growth, r is greater than 0, that is r is positive, and for exponential decay, r is negative. So at the start of an experiment, there are 2,000 bacteria. So initial count is 2,000. The number of bacteria increases at the rate of 18% per hour. Work out the number of bacteria after 6 hours. Okay, number of bacteria is going to be x0, which is initial count, times 1 plus r over 100 is to n. Let us take x0 as 2,000, r as 18, and n is 6. Substitute in the formula 2,000 times 1 plus 18 over 100 is to 6. 100 plus 1 is 118 upon 100 becomes 1.18 to the power 6. Let us use our calculator. Let us use the calculator. 2000 times 1.18 raised to 6, and we get this as 5399.10. So 5399.10, when we round up, and this 5399.1 rounding to 3SF, we get 5400 or 5400 bacteria count to 3SF. So the number of bacteria which were 2000, after 6 hours, they become 5400. That is the fast growth. This is called exponential growth, quick growth. Let's take one example on exponential decay. Amy buys a car for $7,500. Each year, the value of the car decreases by 12%. So here R we are going to take negative. For its value at the beginning of that year, find the value of the car after 5 years. So we have the same formula after 5 years. P is equal to 1 plus R over 100 to the power n. where R we are going to take negative 12 because it is decay. 7,500 times 1 plus minus 12 over 100 to the power 5. 100 minus 12 is 88. 88 over 100 is 0.88 and raised to 5. So let's use our calculator now. So 7,500 times 0.88 raised to 5, which you get 3957.98. 3,957, rounding up to two decimal places, we get 0.99. So this is the value of the car after 5 years. Got it? So children, if you feel this video was helpful, please do not forget to share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you.